Hi, and welcome to Region Sports. I'm Jay Simmons. We're doing a 100-yard walk. We're here with new head coach of Calumet High School, Nick Testa. Nick, welcome to the show, bud.
Thanks for having me, Jay.
All right, man. Hey, well, let's get right to it. You know, there was a lot of job openings this past spring, and you decided to come here. What made you decide to come here?
Well, I was actually going to take a year off from head coaching.
Right.
After I left Wheeler, I loved those kids. They gave me everything they had for 3 years. And I just kind of got over all the other stuff other than football.
Okay.
And I was going to go be an assistant somewhere. And then this opened up, and having worked here before with Rick Good and having success here, knowing the types of kids that are here and the support from the administration, really made it a easy decision for me to want to come here and try and take this program to the next level.
Well, you know, this is your third head coaching job. So what have you learned in the last 2 times you've been the first-year head coach? What are the do's and don'ts of being a first-year head coach?
I think it really starts with building relationships with the kids. That's how I'm going to get them to buy into me and my coaching staff and what we're trying to do. If I just come in here and start barking orders at them without actually getting to know them,
yeah,
you know, they're just going to not listen and turn their cheeks. So really developing relationships with each kid, figuring out what drives them, why they're out here, and building that bond, and then that'll allow us to buy into what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, because I got here a little early and we were watching a little bit of practice, and I saw you didn't do a whole lot of coaching, but you were in the background talking to everybody, and it seemed like you were trying to build up those personal relationships with the guys.
Yeah, I've got a great staff with me.
Well, that's my next question.
Yeah.
Go ahead and elaborate on your staff.
Yeah,
Name some names so we know who to put in the paper.
Yeah, I've got some guys that came with me from Wheeler that have been around a long time. Deshaun Rice is actually a kid that I coached at Clark, and he's kind of followed me around, and he does a great job with our running backs. Tony Klimzak, who gave me a position at Wheeler under him. After things didn't work out at Portage there, he was able to come on and be a part of the staff. And then guys that I've worked with before, actually here at Calumet under Rick Good and at Lake Central, Tom Mendiola, Martin Quiroga, and then 2 really good young coaches that I'm really excited about, guys that I'm hoping to eventually turn this program over to down the road. But Marcelo Mendiola and Danny Klimzak Danny had coached with me at Wheeler as our DB coach. And he comes from a coaching family. He knows what he's doing. And then Marcelo is a very bright young coach. And we're going to turn the offense over to him and the defense over to Danny and let them do their thing. Now we'll guide them along the way, make sure that they have all the support they need, but I've got nothing but trust in those guys. And that's what you saw me doing, letting them get their experience and me just kind of in the background for them.
All right, well, let's switch gears here a little bit. Let's talk about your players. All right, let's talk about terminology. You know, I saw a few mistakes, you know, when I was out here watching the scrimmage. How are they picking up the terminology and, you know, just the new formation, new plays, and new defenses? How's that developing?
Yeah, it takes time. What we're running is not far off from what they ran last year.
Okay.
But like you said, it's the terminology. Certain formations, certain plays that we call, they didn't call that last year. So it takes time. They're on huddle. They're studying their playbooks. Every day out here is a chance for them to learn. And they're doing a great job of buying into what we're doing. And they want to be better. They want to continue to grow as football players. So they're asking all the right questions. And it just will take some time, but we're farther along now than I thought we would be.
Well, that's great progress. Now, are the guys starting to buy into what you're selling? You know, they see you and all the coaches working hard, and all of a sudden, are they starting to buy into a new head coach? I know it's early, and I'm just refresh my memory. When did you come on board here at Calumet?
Yeah, I think I was officially hired on in March, towards the beginning of March, and they are buying it, and I think part of that is, again, the staff that I have with me. They're all grinders.
Right.
Like they're here, they're putting in the work, and I think the kids see that. They see that we're willing to do whatever we can for them. So they bought into everything that we've asked them this far.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strachan Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strachan Van Til.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Company's Insurance Professionals, Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Well, we're here at midfield, moving kind of quick, but so we got the new you got a new symbol to represent.
Yeah,
Calumet Warriors.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the Calumet Warriors right here? Being at midfield now, you're sort of in enemy territory. You're here as a new head coach.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited about where this team and this program as a whole can go. We're not there yet. We still have a lot of work to do. But having gone against Calumet for 3 years while I was at Wheeler, and having been here before, like I said, with Coach Good, I know what the possibilities are here, and it's just going to take someone that's willing to stay here, build it from the ground up. Like I said, we have our youth camp about to start here in a little bit. Start building a program, and we do that. The community gets involved. Everyone wants to be a part of it. The numbers will grow as they've already have. So I just love the possibilities of what can be done here. And it's just going to take some time, but everyone is invested and ready to make that happen.
What are the numbers like for your summer workouts?
They've been really good. We've been around 40 to 45 kids. Even on a bad day, it's been around 35 to 38. So the numbers have been pretty good. We're still continuing to grow. We haven't gotten all of our 8th graders out here yet. So we're expecting to be around 50 when August starts.
Now, is that senior through freshman?
Yeah, that's going to be freshmen all the way through seniors.
Well, we saw when I saw the scrimmage here just a little while ago, I saw you had the young pups out here going after each other. It seemed like, I saw a few mistakes, but it seemed like overall they were executing the plays pretty well, both offensively and defensively. And it looks like you got a nice runner there with the young group as the quarterback.
Yeah. So, and this happens, especially when you're taking over a program, you're trying to install the offense and the defense, and a lot of your priority gets put on the varsity guys. And those young guys don't get the reps that they, deserve for being here every day and giving effort.
They seemed. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they seemed super excited about. Hey, we got a young guy scrimmage. Let's get out there and get after each other.
Exactly. So we try to work them in within our team sessions and individual drills, all that stuff. But just to give them a chance to get out here and they get all the reps. There's no varsity guys getting in there. Some of our varsity guys were out there helping them out, trying to coach them along. And they get excited about that. They're out here. They want to be able to play and get the reps going one-on-one. So Yeah, that's something we're gonna continue to do to make sure those guys are getting reps and every kid feels like they're getting coached every day.
Yeah, so you talked about that new coaching staff. Have you got it all the way through the varsity, JV, and freshman, all those places filled in?
Yeah.
And by the way, no, I'm not available to coach.
I know. See, that's what I was going to do. You were the first call I was going to make.
Oh boy!
But you were too busy out on the golf course.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
No, we don't have a freshman team.
Okay.
We'll be JV and varsity, and all my staff. Everyone's going to help everywhere. We'll have some guys that will call plays on JV or on offense or JV on defense, but all of our coaches are involved in every aspect. The middle school, we're keeping that coaching staff the same. So I think we have a good understanding of, again, we're trying to build a program. We want every coach to be seen at every level.
Yeah,
so
from top down, that's
yes,
the way to do it.
Yep.
And how about the middle school? Have you dipped into that area yet?
I haven't gotten fully into that.
I mean, you got a lot of things going with just the high school here. Have you?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the next step.
I've talked with the middle school coach. Very good guy. Again, cares about the kids, wants to see them do well. So we'll get together here probably early August and kind of go over expectations and things that I would like to see throughout the program. But we'll be down there helping those coaches, helping those kids, make sure we're running things that we're going to run on Friday nights.
Yeah, so you're going to try and install the same terminology and everything all the way through. That's great. I mean, that's one way to build success. So that way, after this first year or two, boom, you don't even have to coach them up at the varsity. Just work on execution.
Right. That's the goal. So that's something we still got to get into, but excited to get that going.
Well, you're probably not. You're very familiar with these guys. You played them in a tight game last year. You came back in the fourth quarter, put in a couple touchdowns to beat Calumet. So who are the guys that we're going to be looking for? And I'm sure you've already got them all penciled in because you've seen a ton of film on them.
Yeah, there's definitely some guys who are going to be in the lineup no matter what. We do have some good battles going on. Offensively, it starts with Bryce Brandon. He is one of the best backs in the state, in my opinion. He's one of the leading rushers in the area that's returning. So he's a guy that we're going to rely heavily on. And he's such a great kid. He wants that responsibility. He wants the ball all the time. Now, I got to tell him, I was a wide receiver. So as much as we're going to run the ball, we're going to put that thing in the air every now and again. So, but yeah, it'll start with him. Up front, we have Jovan Pops and AJ Ponce are our leaders up front on the O-line. We have a great, I don't want to say a problem, but we have two very good young quarterbacks. Christian Wesson actually is a senior, and Jaden Campbell will be a sophomore. And they're making it hard. We have an open competition right now. They've been sharing reps, and again, they've both bought in. They both are trying to do things the right way, and so we're anxious to see how that plays out. On defense, I forgot to mention Brandon Smith too as a receiver. He is a stud. I've been lucky enough to coach some very good wide receivers, couple at Wheeler the last couple of years. And I think he could be the best one out of all of them.
Wow, that's a statement right there.
Yeah, he's that talented. So I'm anxious to see him on Friday nights. And then defensively, again, Jovan Pops is our leader on defense. Kyron Wright will be our leader in the secondary. Brandon plays defense as well. Javi Burney at middle linebacker has really done a great job of buying in and learning the defense. He's getting guys lined up. So, and then Manny Thomas as well. He was their leading tackler last year. He's back. He gives us great athleticism on the perimeter. So we've got some guys that I'm very excited about. We also have some really young guys who have turned some heads this summer that I'm anxious to see get out there and see what they can do.
Well, the size and the numbers, I mean, that's got to be a lot of fun to work with the amount of numbers you guys have out here. It's
absolutely.
All right. And then what are your goals for first year? Now, I was looking at the last time you did this, because this is your second 100-yard walk.
Yeah.
I was looking, Mike was nice enough, Mike working the camera today, Mike was nice enough to send me the first time. And at Wheeler, you started out 0-3. So it took a few weeks to buy into what you're what you're doing. So my question to you is, all right, what kind of goals do you have for the team?
The goals,
hopefully not to start 0-3.
Yeah, that's not. Thanks for bringing that up, Jay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. But
no, the goals don't change. Our goal is to be playing for championships. I don't care if we're starting from the ground up. I'm not into the coaching. I'm into coaching for the kids. I want these kids to develop as young men. I want them to be ready for life after high school.
Right.
And I want to win. That's my, and if you ask those kids, that's what they want. They want to win, and they want to win championships. It's not about being 5-4, being around the 500 mark. It's about winning championships.
Right.
And that's always going to be the goal. Now, it's going to take work. We're not going to be as good week 1 as hopefully we are towards the end of the season. So hopefully we're continuing to progress as the season goes. But the great thing about Indiana is everyone makes the playoffs, right?
Yes.
So that's our goal. It might start off 0-3 like we did at Wheeler. I hope not. But as long as we are continuing to get better and we have a real shot at winning a conference, winning a sectional, regional, and on, that's our goal. And that's not going to change.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
All right, so we're getting here to the 20-yard line. We're going to do some red zone quick fire questions.
Okay.
You know, as a former receiver,
Yep.
I know you're going to know this answer.
Yeah.
All right, and you played wide receiver as well. Who was your favorite quarterback throwing to you? Not who you watched, not who you played against. Who was the guy that you go, man, I love this season because I got this guy throwing to me. High school, college, wherever.
You're really putting me in a bind here because I know all three of them are probably going to see this. Bobby Pezzavento, my sophomore year at Lake Central, went on to Colorado Sugar Bowl. He's up there. Mike Arcella, my junior and senior year, he was my quarterback. He's the one that got me the ball all the time, helped me get my numbers playing. Right. And then if I don't mention Jimmy Oliver, Portage kid, who was my college coach or college quarterback, I'm gonna get a phone call as soon as this thing airs. So I got to mention him, although he was the only one that let me come back and curse him out and let him. Hey, Jimmy, you know I was open on that play. Why didn't I get the ball?
You didn't say that to every quarterback? You were open on every play?
Not all of them. Even when we're covered, we're open. So I got to give a shout out to all three of them.
All right. Let's continue on. Favorite food, your go-to. What's your go-to?
So I've really been on a chicken wing.
All right.
A chicken wing binge here. So any place I go, we try the chicken wings.
Okay.
Because they're always a little bit different. Some are a little crispier, you know, some have the breading on them.
Yeah.
So right now my go-to is, oh man, what's the place in Blockheads in Valpo, shout out, there you go.
And maybe get some free wings out of it, right?
They have a garlic yukuzu butter chicken wing. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
All right, next, your go-to movie. Doesn't have to be sports related.
So I'm going to show my nerdum here. Anything Marvel.
All right.
Anything Marvel. If it comes on FX.
Mike behind the camera shaking his head. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Spider-Man's coming out, so I'm really excited about that. But Endgame was on. And I'm actually more of an Infinity War guy than Endgame. So I'd say Infinity War.
All right. Getting close here to the end. All right. Is there any particular, I know all games are important.
Yep. Oh, you know the answer.
I'm just leading into it, baby. I'm throwing you I'm throwing you a softball right there. There you go. All right. So what's the date and where's it going to be at?
It is going to be week 7. It will be here. And it's for the reason of this. Like I said, those kids gave me everything they had for 3 years. And I love those kids. I still talk to some of those kids just to check in on them. And I know they're going to want to beat me just as much as I'm going to want to go out there and beat them. But it's all out of respect and like I said, love for those kids. They meant the world to me. They know how many times I told them I love them. That's where we're getting with this program,
right?
Letting these guys know. So that's definitely one I'm circling. Now, I'm going to say this to you too. Griffith is definitely circled on there as well, because they got me last year, and Phil does a great job. He's built a great program there. They're obviously the team to beat. So you want to beat the best. You want to be the best. You got to beat the best. So
I'm sure we'll be here for that one.
Yeah, a chance to play them. That'll be a lot of fun as well.
All right, last question for you here is a toughie. What's your favorite pastime / hobby?
Oh God, golf. Unfortunately, although I'm terrible at it.
And we played about a month ago, right?
Yeah, we play all the time, and you usually beat me, which I don't know what that says, but yeah, I love to get out there and golf. Like I said, I'm not very good at it, but any chance I get to be outside and be with good people and drive myself crazy trying to hit that thing, I'll take it. So
chasing that white ball around.
That's right.
Well, I'm Jay Simmons. We're here with the 100-yard walk at Calumet High School. We're here with the new head coach, Nick Testa. Thanks a lot, Nick, for doing this with me. And we will be done here for Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.